Here's a really great example of how Jesus is a rock in times of trouble.
When we were in Jamaica on Mondays, I would spend Monday, my day off, as a scuba guide. One Monday, we had a big group. We had about 30 tourists, and there was only 4 staff there at the resort that day. And so it was my responsibility to take 7 of them. And we rode off the boat, knowing that we were in heavy current, and we were going to dive what is called the tugboat Pete. There's a tugboat shipwreck. We dropped off our groups a good distance from the tugboat because we could tell from the surface that there was a current, but it wasn't bad, but we thought, okay, we'll do it as a drift, and the boat will pick us up on the other end. By the time we got down to the 60, 70 foot level, the current was torrent. It was raging on the seafloor. The ocean bottom was churned up, you could barely see, and there was bits of seaweed, and we'd actually see fish flying past us, and fish swimming as hard as they can and not moving because the current was ripping. And I looked at these 7 people that I was responsible for, and we are getting rushed out to sea. But I knew of a rock. I knew that between where we were in that area that I had swam before, I knew that there was a big head of coral about the size of this house. And I knew if I could get there, I could get my whole group in the sand behind the rock, and we could catch our breath. And then as one group, all linked together, I could take them back to the surface. I could get them back to the boat, but only if I could get them. When we got behind that piece of coral, we could see, because all the sand and junk and bits of seaweed that were getting carried out to sea by the ocean, it was all going around us. We got down there, we got calmed down, and then very closely, even a lot of them holding onto each other, we began to slowly head for the surface. Got back to the boat, and the whole group was saying, the current of this world is moving very fast. It doesn't have long to last. There's all kinds of junk and trash being carried with it. The fish of this world are swimming as hard as they can, but they can't keep up. Cannot see what is around us because of all the clutter. Jesus is around. He is a shelter. He is safety. He is security. And He is salvation. Folks, you will either get swept along with this world to destruction, or you will find yourself in the safety. When my soul is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I.